When we last left off, Soigain had entered the portal to level 0. Upon entering, Soigain looks around a white void and sees a single dead tree with red falling leaves. Aslan gives Soigain the core to eat so that his memories return. Soigain goes in for a bite and is blasted with his past memories.
What is this?
That's weird. The tree has a hole in it, Gramps.
Yes, then the ceremony is nearly finished.
Who's that girl in there, Gramps?
Someone very special. The same extraordinary power that flows through both of us resides within this child as well. The poor girl's parents were murdered by him. Despite his efforts, even he cannot stop the ceremony. Her powers will be offered to this tomb. The process is nearly complete now. The only step remaining is for the tree to entirely absorb her essence. And in exchange, her power will then defend this tomb. Unfortunately, she must have no recollection of her former life. She'll grow up to be a normal girl, freed from the chaotic fate she was once doomed to.
Hey! She fell down!
Soigan!
Hey, do you need some help?
Who are you, boy?
Oh, right. My name is Soigan.
Hi, Soigan.
Hi, what should I call you? You have a name, right? Huh? She fell asleep again. Grandpa, why is it that she can't stay awake?
Poor girl has lost her strength in the ceremony.
Will she be okay?
There's nothing to worry about, Soigan. Actually, it's your turn next.
My turn.
I'm sorry I have to do this. Understand, I must take every precaution to ensure the enemy doesn't find you. As of now, you are no longer my grandson.
Getting blasted back to the present, Soigain screams and asks Aslan if those visions were truly his memories. Aslan confirms it, and explains that his grandfather felt it was the only way to keep Soigain safe. He then shows Soigain how Yuki Rika summoned him.
Powers residing deep within this ancient blood, hear me and heed my bidding. Using this fruit, protect the tomb from intruders. Arise, be born from a sea of blood. These are your orders from the 157th Grave Guardian leader, Yuki Riku. Arise, so I may bestow upon you a form and title. Aslan, remember the following. Those two precious children are the single advantage that we have in this struggle. I task you with an important mission. Reawaken Soigan's memories when the time comes.
Now do you see who you really are?
Soigain explains that now he remembers everything, to which Aslan states he has one final gift for him. Before Soigain can react, Aslan combines all of his power with him. Back on the main stage, the crowd celebrates the victory and prize money they received. However, the elder baboon is on the phone with his leader, explaining that they were no match for Soigain as he is a billion player. Getting aggravated, the boss yells at elder baboon for Soigain's location. After he tells him, the boss loads up his weapon, Artemis Snipe, and fires. At the portal, Nish Kaze explains that defeating a boss too fast can backfire, as high-tier players may get angry someone did it before them. She tells Farhan that there is a powerful energy beam heading their way. The crowd soon realizes the beam flying at them as well, beginning to panic at its power level. As Farhan realizes they won't be able to dodge it in time, Soigain walks forward telling them to stay back. The blast hits and Farhan questions how he stopped it. As she checks on him, he thanks his new equipment, the bloody armor. He explains that it raises his health until it's equal to every player on the stage combined. Soigain explains that even with his strength, that attack took a fifth of his health. Nish Kaze then tells Soigain that it's time to meet her boss. He agrees, but first requests to see Rei again with her mirror.
It's you!
Do bear in mind,
Withholding certain information from her may keep her safe. She doesn't know about the earlier battle or Stage 0.
Suigen, you really came back for me.
Of course, I'd never forget you. Ray, the whole situation is complicated, but I'll explain everything when we meet.
I understand, and I look forward to hearing all about it when we see each other again.
Soon, and that's a promise. Just a little while longer. A few days at most. Please believe me. Afterwards, everything will return to normal.
I know. I believe in you.
Do you remember how I waited for you exactly like this on the last day of Dungeon Century? I know you'll save me, same as before.
I'll never let anything like this happen to you again. I swear that I'll protect you, Ray. And find who's responsible for killing your father.
I'll be waiting right here for you.
And look, I've got upgraded equipment now. Ray, see you soon.
Suigen, wait!
That's enough for now. Stage 0 will officially open in 5 days' time. If all goes as planned, I'll hand you over to Soigen Riku. That is, if he manages to stay alive until then.
Back at the portal, Nishikaze tells Soigen that they share a common enemy, anyone who tries to conquer Stage 0. Hearing this, Soigen unhappily agrees. Elsewhere, at Dark Tiger's lair, Dark Tiger explains his preparations are complete for conquering Stage 0. He is told by a member of Precious that the player who defeated Aslan was stronger than expected. He continues and tells Dark Tiger and his second-in-command that the leader of the Silverbacks has gone rouge. Back at the level, Soigen goes to leave with Nishikaze before an explosion erupts in the crowd. A person appears in the smoke, revealing themselves as the leader of the Silverbacks. Soigen goes to leave again before the leader yells he will kill every player until he finds who stole his boss victory, setting off another explosion. The crowd begins to run as his second-in-command uses his strength and technique, transforming into a massive golden ape. Soigen sees this and questions why he would attack random people if he couldn't find his target. The leader doesn't care as long as he has fun and continues looking. Nishikaze and Farin tell Soigen to ignore him and continue to get Ray. He listens at first but begins having flashbacks of Ray and he realizes he can't leave the helpless players behind. Soigen rushes forward much to the delight of the leader who begins to charge his Artemis snipe again. Just as he lines up the shot, two swords swoop in to direct the shot away from Soigen, only grazing him. The person who saved him was Kitakaze, who Nishikaze informs Farin and Soigen that his real name is Purple, and Kitakaze was his code name. Purple is one of the 8 Imperial Guards for totems, an expert in swords as well as healing. Purple heals Soigen as Nishikaze explains that Purple has the rare title of Doctor, which allows him the rare ability to heal others. The leader of Silverback becomes impatient and asks Purple to step aside so that he can settle his beef with Soigen. Purple instead stands his ground and they begin to exchange blows. As they fight, the leader of Silverback notices a number on his hand. Charging up his weapon again, he fires at Purple, who has a hard time dodging. Before he can gather himself, the leader fires again at Purple. Much to the surprise of the Silverback leader, the smoke clears to reveal an ice wall. Nishikaze asks Beck, the player who created the ice wall, why he came. He explains that their boss sent them to save them. At that moment, Non-Dead is wrapping up the golden ape in his tree magic. Becoming irritated, the leader transforms into his final form, proclaiming he has 999 million financial power and is basically a billion player. He grows massively in size and summons a Gatling gun which he begins blasting the group with. Beck jumps in again and creates an ice shield but can only hold on for a few moments. As his ice wall breaks, Non-Dead rushes in and creates a dome out of many trees. As they have a second to regain their thoughts, Soigen questions why the Silverback leader isn't a billion player, to which Beck explains the Lone Star title in Gravebuster. Purple continues to explain that Lone Star titles are unique and so powerful that they subvert the game rules.
In addition, you can achieve rarer classes by completing difficult side quests. In my case, I brewed over 10,000 healing potions, which earned me the title of Doctor. Non-Dead's title is Element Master, one of the 10 legendary levels. He had to master metal, wood, water, fire, and earth magic. An extremely difficult feat. There's a list you may consult to find how to earn a specific rank, but Lone Star is the only title without any information.
Shocked, Soigain connects the dots and wonders out loud if that is why the collector could hold 10 tomb items. He also wonders about his own Lone Star title, Grave Guardian, and what that allows him to do. Just then, Non-Dead tells the group that the shooting had stopped. Nishikaze offers to search outside and she flies out on her mirror to scout. The leader waits for his gun to cool down before it's able to shoot 6 times as fast. Back in the dome, Soigain is asked if he knows his abilities as a Lone Star, to which he doesn't. The group panics, but Soigain remains calm, stating he had a plan. Just then, the cooldown for the leader's gun wears off and he fires straight at Nishikaze, blasting her through the dome. Soigain screams at them to stand back as his eye glows purple. In the smoke, Soigain rises holding Nishikaze. The group looks in awe as they thought there was no way they could have dodged that attack. They ask Soigain to explain, which he does, making me think he secretly has a degree in quantum physics.
Care to explain? I'd be happy to. The Raven's Scarf can only select one jewel at a time. On this occasion, it chose the purple gem, which in turn allows me to strengthen one part of my body. Saturn. Now, all I have to do is look at you and your stats become visible to me. Saturn takes this information and then analyzes the data.
Sure, but you can't save anyone just by strengthening your eyes, which means the jewel must have enhanced some additional aspect of you that relates to movement. If I had to guess, what was really strengthened was right at your feet, your shadow.
That's right. Saturn uses the light reflected in my eyes to supply me with strategic knowledge, then makes my shadow explode, granting me the ability to travel in various directions simultaneously. You listening, you oversized freak? You can't win!
After hearing his abilities, Rondonyoka laughs and informs the group that the bullets on the ground are actually bombs and plans to kill them all. Nishikaze tells Rondonyoka if he loves fighting so much, why doesn't he fight her leader, Temujin? This catches his attention as defeating him will not only make him a billion player but also the new leader of totems. Later on, the group all gather at the castle doors as Temujin waits inside.